In the early days of modelling David Grove, Penny and I attended every workshop he did when he was in the UK. They were usually residential, so we had a lot of access to him. The more we showed up, the more he realised just how serious we were about getting good at using his method. One day, David overheard Penny practicing asking clean language questions with another participant. That evening, he asked her if she would like to do some practice with him. Now, who's going to say no to that?
David and I stood up about 10 feet, 3 meters apart, facing each other. Then he said, "Go on, ask me a question." So I asked him, "And what would you like to have happen?" He said, "Where do you think that question landed?" "Well, probably over there," I said, waving my hand in his general direction. "No," he said, "that question fell somewhere in the space between us. It never reached me. Ask it again, only this time with oomph." And he added, "If you don't got oomph, you don't got it." So I had another go. We did this over and over until I learned to ask my questions with my whole torso, not just from the top part of my chest and throat. David also said once I could deliver a question with oomph. I needed to pay attention to where my question landed in the client's perceptual space. To do this, I needed to know where the client perceived their symbols to be in their space, and to deliver my question to that particular space. Again, practice was needed, and when I finally got it, it was like I was an archer that could fire an arrow and hit the bullseye. This taught me that my attention needed to be over there in the client's metaphor landscape. Learning to deliver questions like this transformed the effectiveness of every future clean language question I ever asked.
So, instead of thinking, what question should I ask next? We first wonder, what and where in the metaphor landscape would it be useful for the client to attend to? Once we know that, choosing the appropriate clean language question is easy. So join us for our Masterclass at the NLP Conference in London and discover more nuggets about how to skillfully use clean language questions and symbolic modelling.